You're checking out Power99.com.
Don't stop.
You were talking about just figuring people out in the transition. I think that's like one of the most important things when you first get into music. It's like the separation of being a real person and being friendly and being, you know, impressionable and believing what people tell you, and then figuring out you're in a mean industry, you know, and it's cold. You know, a lot of people don't care. Cold. People tell you things and they're not really being sincere. You know, how has that transition been? And like, have you lost a couple of friends?
I don't know. You know, I'm really like focused right now. So, and a lot of people say that I'm selfish, but I don't think it's selfish. It's just that there's so much going on, and like I feel like I have a short attention span. So it's like it's not that I don't care about you. It's just like there's other, like I have to worry about myself. Like everyone's in this world like by themselves. Yeah. So, man, I've lost people, but if I lost you, then that means you really weren't down.
Yeah.
So I don't really pay too much attention to it, because a lot of people, they talk a lot of mess, but and sometimes I like feed into it, but I was just in the car with my mom driving over here, and she was just like, you got to ignore it, like you got to be the big person, just hashtag unbothered, just what she said.
Yeah. Mom is a boss. Mom was in here calling the shots before,
but even
sometimes
she's learning too, because sometimes she'll like see someone comment on my pictures and she'll be like,
and
she'll comment back, and I'll be like, I'll delete it, and I'm like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
like you're the mama unicorn, like you can't do that.
Yeah. Well, you're growing up in like a whole different age where like people are we were talking about accessibility and how people could just comment you and say mean things. And, you know, like, is that hard that you're like getting to a massive platform? I mean, I see you hanging out with some pretty like big celebrity people.
Yeah. Well, I have like on Tumblr, there's this thing where people can ask you questions. They can ask them anonymously, or like they can be like not anonymous. So, yeah, a lot of the questions are really rude. They're like, why are you hanging out with this person? Like, blah, blah, blah. You think you're so cool, blah, blah, blah. But it's just, I think it's so funny that people have like so much to say, but they really don't know you at all.
Yeah.
Like they don't know, they just see pictures and that's it. And they think that that's all there is.
That's all you are, right?
And it's just, people just are just closed-minded, but that's like what I'm about. Like that's what I try to like teach people, like through my music and just through like my presence in general. Like I want people to be positive and just, know that they don't have to be negative. They don't have to say rude things. If you don't like something, then just leave it alone, man. You really don't have to. Like I'm so against cyberbullying, and but I'm also like not. I know how to stand up for myself. Yeah. So it's like there's like a fine line between like all of it.
Yeah, I always think about Wale and how Wale says that he just wants to answer to everyone who has something mean to say, and then
I want to answer too, because but most of the time I answer positively. Like, you don't have to. Like I understand you don't like something, but really, like you could be like doing your homework or something. You could be figuring out what you're wearing tomorrow. You could be like trying to invent something, but instead you're sitting on here talking about how you don't like the way my lipstick is.
Yeah.
Like it's just ridiculous. Like, and I'm trying to point it out to them, like, don't you see how ridiculous this sounds?
Yeah.
But whatever.
So I was Instagram stalking you, and I want to know your relationship with some people. So obviously we talked about Brandy, but Seven was also in that same picture, I believe, with Brandy, right?
Yeah, Seven's so dope. She's my label mate, and she's been like really cool along the lines, and she's dope.
Yeah, you guys kind of have like the same kind of vibe, you know? Are you guys gonna do stuff together?
There hasn't been like talk about that, but I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. She's super dope. She's a great songwriter.
Yeah. Do you write your own music?
Some of it. I co-write a lot.
Yeah.
But I've been writing more. Like the new music, I'm writing a lot more on it, and you know, I just can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Yeah. I've been seeing you a lot with Kylie Jenner. Is that like your BFF?
Yeah. Her and Kendall, like they're new friends, but they've been like so super supportive of me and just really great friends, like just with advice and just every day like hanging out. They're awesome.
How'd you meet them?
I met them through a mutual friend, and then we just like really clicked. It was like in the beginning, I was super like awkward because I'm like, oh my god, like what am I doing here? Like this this
Jenner /
like,
Kardashian.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is crazy. Like they want to hang out. Like, am I supposed to be here? Like, should I leave? But then they like,
you're so cute.
Yeah, but then we just like clicked, and now like we're super cool. Like we've been hanging out all week. Fashion Week just ended, and it's just awesome. They're really great people.
That's like a different level of exposure.
It is, you know. And my mom always reminds me that she's like, you're not there yet. She's like, even though you're hanging out with those people, you're not there yet. So you can't act like that you're there yet. But they keep me like leveled. Like you have to be humble because they're super humble and they're just like you can't listen to like, especially when I'm like, oh my god, all these people are talking so much mess about me, and then I look at them and I'm like, okay, like people would talk so much craziness about them. Right. So why should I feel like offended by what this little stupid person is saying right now, even when they have thousands of people like bashing them? So it's just like it's harsh, but you know, there's really great people.
You write a lot of love songs. You know, when I interviewed you the first time, I was listening to the EP and I heard, you know, a couple of new tracks as well. And I know there's an EP coming as well. Yeah. But with the love songs, how much of that is like your personal, since you write a little bit of your music?
I feel like, well, every song on there is personal to me. And, you know, every song is a situation that I've been through or someone that I know who's been through this situation. Yeah. So every song definitely has a story.
Yeah, because like I was just wondering, like, are there boys now and do you write about them? Like, does that happen?
I write a lot of songs about a lot of different people. Yeah. But yeah.
That's hilarious. So when you're writing your love songs, right? What is like the process of you writing? What's the flow? Because you're learning, right?
Yeah. But so what I do is I go like whoever makes the beat, they make the beat, I vibe out to it, then I go into the booth and I like lay some melodies down. This is like how I do it all the time. But I lay some melodies down and then I like piece them together, I comp them together. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be the hook, this is gonna be the bridge, this is gonna be sometimes if the beat is really, really inspiring me, then I'll like start writing already. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, I go and I lay some melodies down and then I'm like, this is what the song's gonna sound like. Now I have to add words to it.
Yeah.
And then I sit there and I vibe with just the melody for a little bit and then some inspiration comes up and then I write the song.
Has a guy ever called you like, that song's about me, what are you doing?
Absolutely not.
That hasn't happened
Absolutely
yet?
Not ever.
And dating, what's going on with dating? Because I know like for me, dating's hard, but for you, you know, it must be hard as well. I mean, you're trying to do your career and there's all these new people, new guys around. You don't really know who's real, who's fake.
Definitely don't know who's real. You definitely don't know who's fake. But, you know, I've just been focusing on my career for the meantime. And I met a guy who's super nice, but it's fairly new. So I don't think I should talk about it. But
yeah.
But, you know, I'm just having fun. I'm just being a teenager and just focusing on my music.
Is mama worried about that? Like, does she try to keep you away from the celebrity boys?
She's definitely worried. She's 100% worried. But I feel like I know what I'm doing.
What do those conversations sound like from mom? What are you doing? You can't be talking to this person. Does he even like you? Do you even like him? I love mom. I feel because she's so pretty. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, a year ago, you look completely different. And now you look grown. So I could see how, like, the vultures could come out the woodworks and be like, boom.
Yeah, but, I mean, guys will always be guys. Boys will always be boys. And everybody, especially because I'm a new artist, so everyone's like, like, what are you doing? What is up with you? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, there are some good people out there. There are some good guys out there. So you can't be like rude to everyone. But you just gotta be sure with yourself.
Yeah. And you also have to achieve certain things before you even go there.
Exactly.
That'll be like a little, you know, mama's worried for a reason. You know, the guy sometimes will distract you from your main mission here.
Yeah.
You know, so tell the people that are listening to you right now or watching you and that are learning about you and feel like they really like you. Tell them what you want to bring to music and what you want to bring to their life.
Well, like I said, I just want to bring positivity and like love. I feel like there's not, there's a huge wave of it coming, but I feel like R&B is missing and just like love is missing in like music and just realness, because I feel like there's a lot of, everything sounds good, but what is it really saying? What is it really like saying to you? So what I want to share is just my love experience, my life experience, just being real with you guys and keeping it real.
All right. Justine, Skye.
Philly's #1 website.
Let's get it right here then.
Is power99.com.
Hey.